so much. This is such a beautiful experience to get to feel your community, just that energy. And Aditi, I just want to thank you so much for the opportunity to come into the community like this with your support. It feels so auspicious because the building's just going to be launched next weekend. And I just feel like what an honor to be part of the foundational DNA of the launch of this institute. So grateful. Thank you. Shannon, thank you for all your support. Shannon, right? Courtney. So, a couple of things, since I don't want to break the throat. I was planning to play another track, but obviously Universal doesn't want anything recorded, right, David?
No.
It's, when you're a sculptor in the studio, your art is great. No, you want people to hear your handiwork, Well, Universal really doesn't want that. Too much ego in that. Okay. So, this next song, I imagine during COVID, you remember how stark it was? The streets were empty, it was such a weird time, right? And so this song came to me, and I imagined like Tom Waits in the corner with a really bad honky tonk piano and the string bass, and I just, that's how I heard this song. So it's another sing along, but it came to me because it reminded me when I was 7 or 8, the Cuban Missile Crisis. No, I was 10. Cuban Missile Crisis. And remember the movie On the Waterfront? About the end of the world, right? With Gregory Peck, I think. It scared me to living daylights. I kind of just knew just enough not to get scared. And I remember that song. Waltzy Matilda, right? That thing, right? So I kind of, these are all the contributing inspirations for this song. It's a pity that we have forgotten. My heart is breaking. There's so much at stake. But it's time now. Time to remember we're all together, sharing the ache. An old man is dying. He has no insurance. The kids have gone now to live their own lives. His nights are lonely, but he's still a father. Will someone reach out so he might survive? We are all here. We are all here. We are all here to love. We were born here. We will fall here. We were all here for love to love. Daughter Susan, she's well in her 60s. Her aging parents are in slow decline. She has her longings and dreams of a new life, but still she shows up. It's a new lyric. But still she shows up, leaves her longings behind. We are all here. We are all here. Can you join me? We are all here to love. We were born here. We were born here. We will fall here. We will fall here. We're all here to love. It's a pity we're all born here to love. We are all here to love. We are all here to love. The name of the book I'm writing is called Resonance Intelligence. And before I say anything about it, and it's related to why Travis is here, I just want to acknowledge there's an amazing pioneer who I have loved and admired and known since I was very young. And Joshua Leeds is in the audience, and he really is one of the early pioneers of the, what do you call it? The sound healing movement, really. He's one of the early people that brought notoriety and stability and credibility and gravitas to the field. I just want to acknowledge John should stand up from this field. So my journey through this shared coherence he and I have with each other, knowing each other since we were kids basically, in the 20s, but really finding ourselves on a very parallel journey, is the book I'm wanting to write is Resonance Intelligence. And it's all part of the new legacy websites I'm building with Adam Gaskill. If you ever get a chance to say anything to him, the Nonprofit Creators Network. He's helping me create my nonprofit, Global Wisdom Foundation, and the Gary Malkin's Portals of Awe, these new, beautiful communities I'm building. Because I'm dreaming on, as that early song said, right? So Resonance Intelligence is what I say the capstone of all intelligences. It takes the intellectual, the emotional, and the spiritual, and it encompasses all of them into the common denominator of frequency. And resonance of frequencies is what is ultimately going to be what's going to help us get through this mess. Sensing with our energy and our mind and our heart and our soul exactly who we're resonating with and who is in alignment with saving this planet together, right? Amen. So that's the experience I had with this man. We just started talking and I knew I hadn't heard him yet do a thing, but I just knew we had to just bring him on and have like instant heart jabs, right? So I don't know what he's going to say. He doesn't know what we're going to play, but we're just going to do a puja for you guys. And just in the spirit of that's what this is all about.
In stillness, I remember. In stillness, I remember who I really am. In stillness, I remember my divine, eternal nature. In stillness, I remember my divine perfection in each and every moment. In stillness, I remember those moments that I may have judged or put some type of charge on, and now I remember it has all served me. It's all created the person, the being, the divine presence that I am here today. So in stillness, I remember to be in the deepest gratitude for all that is. In stillness, I remember to celebrate everything. In stillness, I remember to celebrate all that do not even know the unknown unknowns. May I remember in stillness that I am lovable. May I remember in stillness the reflection that I witness in each and every one of your eyes. The reflection of the divine that I witness in each and every moment, in each and every moment of life. I remember in stillness the divine perfection with all life, and I am so grateful for it all. I'm so deeply honored for it all. In stillness, I remember my greatness. In stillness, I remember who I truly am. In stillness, I hear. Therefore, I have the opportunity to listen if I choose, to that divine guidance that I'm here to give, that divine guidance that I'm here to show, that divine guidance that I'm here to share. Hallelujah. Stillness. I remember. I remember your greatness. I remember your perfection. I remember exactly when you were born. I remember your divine perfection when you were put out your mom. I remember divine perfection when you fell down the stairs. Our divine perfection when you were down to divine perfection. When every moment in the life has happened, can I witness? Can I experience? Can I know in the depths of my soul the divine perfection within it all? And stillness. I remember. All of your reflections. Thank you.
Okay, I'll come up for a minute and just, because we're getting close to the ending, and David has a couple more things, and we'll do a beautiful ending. But, so tomorrow, we are giving a workshop that we are so proud of, and it's called Graceful Passages from Grief to Gratitude. And I'd like Coach to say a little bit about it, because for those of you who want to come at the last minute, we would most welcome you. It's going to be a transformative and beautiful experience.
Yeah, I'm happy to just quickly say, I can't look it through, there we go, that's better. Just looking through the wires and stuff. What we were so inspired by Gary's work by Graceful Passages, so we thought we need to offer something that can help people, first of all, with their grief, deal with their grief. And a lot of times we are being run by our grief engine, so we don't even know it. It's buried deep within. So we put together a workshop that helps us first to deal with grief. And then when we come through the releasing of that, we move into forgiveness, and we work with self-acceptance and how that can even move us further along into another phase, which is dealing with the awe. And when we talk about the awe, we're talking about this topic that we've been talking about all night, which is leaving this mortal coil. How do we do that? We don't usually practice it. We don't come together and say, gee, I think I'll practice dying today. We don't do that. So we're offering a way to gently bring us in and then experience what that might be like and get a higher perspective from it so that we cut off that fear. So that when you're not living in fear of our inevitable leave-taking, then our life is so much more joyful, and all the decisions we make and everything we do is against that backdrop, right? And then the fourth phase of this is this Mr. Wonderful over here kind of lifts the whole room up, and we move into a joyful gratitude for life itself and being here on this planet, no matter what stage we are at. So that is the journey of tomorrow, and
But the word she said was lightly in your beauty. It's not heavy.
No.
You lighten at the end of the day.
it's fun, and it is light, and it's also deep. It's all the things. So we would love to have you if you are wanting to go on that journey with us. Just come on over. We'll take you in our arms and hold you through the whole thing.
Just get here because we like to start at 9, so get here earlier if you can. Talk to us if you have questions about it. We're hoping that this be kind of an annual event at least. The Graceful Passage this weekend, and maybe the concert can go to a larger venue. Maybe David would say yes again, who knows? And through him, a larger audience. So that's a prayer for Hope and I, and we hope that we can have a long and beautiful relationship with you guys. Yeah, David, your turn. All right. Yeah. David Wilcox, everybody.
Tiny little planet swirling through the stars, and a traffic jam of orbits, Jupiter and Mars, dodging down the beltway, driving way too fast. With the searchlights of the galaxy twinkling from the past, at the edge of where it's turning, going faster as it spins, there's a view into the darkness where emptiness begins. Tiny little planet, backyard with a hedge. We were safe there in the middle of, but the view is from the edge. Like the ones up on the towers, really feel it sway when they're dashed against the railing and the railing breaks away, and they're hanging by the wreckage and they feel it start to give. If they had the time to tell you, tell you how to live. When the movie's over and we're back out on the street, it rained while we were in there, so it shimmers at our feet. Reflections of the skyline sparkling above. So we ride up to the top floor, falling more in love. the elevator opens. An old man with a cane, he steps in kind of slowly and waits with the pain, or maybe with the memory to see that dress you wear in a fashion so familiar, trying not to stare. Why? 'Cause you look like his first love, when he could run for miles. She wore a dress just like yours, and now it's back in style. And he can see the beauty that you cannot perceive until you earn the eyes to glimpse it. Just before you leave. The balcony is bending, it will take our breath away. The fall is never ending, but it's here we want to stay. The precipice of darkness, our toes right on the ledge. We were safe back in the middle, but the view is from the edge. A galaxy of stardust, nothing but a wisp, whirling through the darkness into the abyss. Tiny little planet, a backyard with a hedge. We were safe there in the middle, but the view is from the edge.
You guys are so lucky to have this man in your area.
What makes the beauty in a work of art? Is it the style or the subject or the painter's heart? Or the smile of a woman who was sly and smart? Or a story that we've never known? What makes the taste in a worthy wine? The name on the label or the roots of the vine? The warmth of the sun in the summertime, in the vineyard where the grapes were grown. It's the soul of it. It's the soul of it. The sacred whole of it. We can't know. What makes the measure of a stand of trees? Is it the land or the lumber or the smell of the breeze? Or the quiet sway that puts your mind at ease when you needed a place to go? And what kind of lifetime brings us here, where we open up a moment to a million years?
I got more into their content. And I heard this song on Beth's album, and they both recorded it on each of their own albums. I'm driving to LA, I'm just getting over a horrendous divorce, and I hear this song. I pull the car over, and I listen to it 10 times, and sobbing directly. And in the 10 times I listened to that song, my grief had been addressed. It's one of the most powerful medicine songs for healing and recognizing the gift that comes from the loss of them, no matter how it ends up. So that's my intro. But say what you want to say.
What I love about this song is it reminds me human hearts don't really even work right until they're broken. In the tears you gave to me, I found a river to an ocean, a concrete sky, and a stone cold sea. I came to where the emptiness cracked open. All my fears came crashing through and met the fire of my sorrow. But I found my strength in forgiving you. I never even dreamed how far my heart could go to give my life beyond each death from this deeper well of trust. To know that when there's nothing left, you will always have what you gave to love. In this life, the love you give becomes your only lasting treasure. And what you lose will be what you win. Oh well, but that goes down too deep to measure. A silver coin rings down that well. You could never spend too much. A diamond echoes deeper still, and you'll always have what you gave to love. You will always have what you gave to love.
These are the last two songs. First, I just want to acknowledge that Vinny and Raj, who I acknowledged in the earlier set, they are my friends who I've known from Marin County for 40 years, and they're holding another event where I'll be able to hold space in a different but similar way. And there's information on the side, soul song. There's a few little cards on the piano. If you guys want to come, it's Friday night the 17th at their beautiful sanctuary, Samasati, in the Weaverville area. Is that correct? I don't know my way around. Well, where I am. So just thank you for sponsoring that and hosting it. And everything that when I left the official Hollywood grind, I've done, from 1980 to 2000, I have the largest music production company in the Bay Area. I did over 1,000 commercials, over 100 documentaries, and 20 feature films, and 30 albums. And I just got completely burnt out in my crash. I had a very bad accident, and I shattered my wrist and my ribs, and my whole life ended, and my wife left the marriage, and it was like one of these falls from like a Gothic novel. It was quite extraordinary. They say pain plus time equals humor. I can laugh about it now. But what's so interesting is I never would have created Graceful Passages if it hadn't happened. And that's the bristlecone pine at 10,000 feet that doesn't burst its seeds until it goes to like 15,000 Fahrenheit or something, whatever it is. But it's just the miracle of how we serve one another. When my ex-wife came to slay me, and like that beautiful phrase, David, that our heart's gonna work right until they're broken, But my broken heart gave birth to Graceful Passages and to the greatest gift of my life as a creative act, because I go around the world and people say, wait a minute, you're the one that did that? And you can imagine how that feels to be that intimately a part of their loss of a job or a literal loss of their loved one. It's been the greatest privilege of my life, honestly, and it's why I'm forming these concerts. It's why it's been quite extraordinary. But the whole of it is all about the highest state of human consciousness, which is cultivating gratitude. If I'm not feeling grateful, you know there's something wrong. So this song is born out of that, and there's going to be one other song. We did that, there's one that's going to do this, so here we go. So what I'd like to do is think just for a moment of anything you're grateful for. So it's not just an entertainment, but an entertainment, right? So just really bring in somebody, something that you're grateful for, so it's there's skin in the game, you know what I mean? I am grateful for the skies up above. I am grateful for the miracle of love. And if things fall apart and I barely survive, I am grateful just to be alive. I am grateful for the skies up above. I am grateful for the miracle of love. Now, those of us who were born in the Jewish crusade, you would say, and if things, you'd say, and when things fall apart. But I am considering the moment in my life as I crossed over the line. I said I'd be the last fractal of that universal victim story, and I am saying that if things fall apart, God damn it, if things fall apart, and I barely survive, I am grateful just to be. Come on, join me. I am grateful for the skies up above. I am grateful for the miracle, for the miracle of love. And if things fall apart, things fall apart, and I barely survive, I am grateful just to be alive. One more time. I am grateful for the skies up above. I am grateful for the miracle of love. If things fall apart and I barely survive, I am grateful just to be alive. Sitting on the porch thinking about my problems, wondering what to do. Bills to pay, aches to pay, broken heart, sleepless nights. But a ray of light shone through the clouds as if to say, this is a brand new day. A brand new day. Oh, I am grateful for the should get a closer. No, I do one thing, this is important. So, but first, please just, I can't help because it's so uncanny. Remind me your name again?
Sherry.
Just brief. The miracle of what I just heard Sherry say during the break. Just tiny story. Say it.
Tiny story. We met 11 years ago,
Council Grove Conference.
Council Grove in the middle of Missouri, and I attended a workshop that you did, and it was about creating our own prayer.
Soul Song Process. It was called Prayer Song then.
Prayer
It's
song.
called Soul Song Process. I do it privately on Zoom if anyone wants to call me. Go ahead.
Well, here's the miracle.
This is my testimonial, shameless self-promotional moment.
Miracles happen here, and I'm learning that you make miracles. And my prayer song that you guided all of us in the room to create
11 years ago.
11 years ago, I dug into what wasn't alive for me and what wasn't real for me, and I created a prayer song. And I
much music.
have been repeating this prayer song for 11 years, and when I saw you tonight, I realized it came true here at CCLD.
So I like, since we all know it all matters, I'm going to a conference called the Holo Movement Conference in Ibiza, celebrating the interconnectedness and the unity of all life. Check it out, holomovement.net. But every time we together as a group line up around an intention. So normally I would do like a Jewish lagoon and everything. Right now there's just a lot of pain. But we can't argue with peace. So it goes like this. My beloved co-creator of Graceful Passages wrote this beautiful chant, multi-faith. It goes like this. And we're just going to do a little bit of it, and then I'm going to go into the last song for all of us. Shanti Alleluia, Shalom, Assalam, Shanti Alleluia, Shalom, Assalam. So I want us to hold in our hearts what's going on right now on the campuses of America. What's going on in Gaza? What's going on in Ukraine and Yemen? What's going on in the refugee centers all over the world? And we're going to send that love to all the suffering together from the heart of Ashfield. Shanti Alleluia, Shalom, Assalam, Shanti Alleluia, Shalom, Assalam. Live not but for our own. Live not but for our own. Live not but for our own, but live for the day when peace will lighten all the world. Shanti Alleluia, Shalom, Assalam, Shanti Alleluia, Shalom, Assalam. Join me. Shanti Alleluia, Shalom, Assalam, Shanti Alleluia, Shalom, Assalam. Is those chords I sing? They're all these general prayers of be happy. The Meta Prayer by Jennifer Rivers. May all beings be safe. May all beings be happy, be safe. May all beings. Thank you so much for the
Thank
privilege
you,
of sharing
Gary.
this
Thank
with
you,
you
guys.
guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Gary.